Minutes, the forum is about to begin.
Reminding everyone to settle down as we are about to start.
Guidelines. The Miting de Avance is inclusive to any and all languages, including Cebuano Visayan, English, and Tagalog. All candidates and audience members must practice professionalism at all times. Inappropriate behavior, including mudslinging, name-calling, heckling, and negative campaigning, is strictly prohibited. Should the judiciary observe such behavior from the candidates and audience members, a warning will be relayed. Once 3 warnings have been reached, the candidates will be barred from the remainder of the program. Audience members must refrain from commenting and engaging in any hate speech, mockery, and harassment. The moderators from the Educational Technology team will oversee the comment section of the Facebook Live during the event.
The Miting de Avance will be divided into 3 segments. The first is introductory speeches, to be followed by the questions from the panelists, and last one is the live Q&A session with the audience members.
Good afternoon, Lasallians.
Maayong La Salle.
My name is Sam Serrano.
And I am Kian Trelias. And welcome to the Miting de Avance Gubernatorial Forum 2023.
To officially start the Miting de Avance, let us stand for the One La Salle prayer, to be followed by the national anthem and the singing of our Alma Mater song.
Let me be the change I want to see, to do with strength and wisdom all that needs to be done, and become the whole that I can be. Set me free from my fears and hesitation. Grant me courage and humility. Fill me with spirit to face the challenge and start the change I long to see. Today I start the change I want to see. Even if I'm not the light, I can be the spark in faith, service, and communion. Let us start the change we want to see, the change that begins in me. Today I start the change I want to see.
Even if I'm not the light,
Even if I'm not the light, I can be the spark in faith, service, and communion. Let us start the change we want to see, the change that begins in me.
Jesus in us.
Jesus in us.
Mayang magiliw, pero sa silangan, alam ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lumang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiging, sa manlulupig, di ka masisi, sa dagat at mundong sa simoy at sa lahat. Pamaka, may nilagang tulad, awit sa panlayang minamahal. Ang kislap ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagdidinig. Ang bituin at araw niyang kailan pa may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw na luwan, aking pagsinta mo'y langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya lamang may makakit ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Great leaders are not defined by the absence of weakness, but rather the presence of clear strengths. That is why we are here today to serve you, our fellow Lasallians, of showcasing their critical thinking skills and abilities of our gubernatorial candidates to be great leaders.
Today, we want to dig deeper and, of course, challenge our candidates. We will find out who is fitting, prepared, and deserving to lead.
But before that, let's first hear the opening remarks of our Director for Student Affairs, Mr. Christopher G. Noronio.
Maayong hapon, everyone. What are your criteria in choosing a leader? Is it because he or she is popular? Is it because he or she has a vision? Or is it because that candidate is goal-oriented? Or whether he or she embodies the Lasallian values of faith, service, and communion? This coming October 30, 2023, some of you will already exercise your right to vote. And then you will participate in the Sangguniang Kabataan elections. I hope you already have set your criteria in choosing your leaders. Exercise your right to vote. This is your right. Do not allow anyone to hinder you to expressing your right to choose. This activity serves as a training ground for everyone, especially the youth of this country, to value your right to suffrage. To the candidates, may this be a learning experience that you will value and respect the rights of everyone for a clean and transparent election. That in the future, you will live out to your experience with the hope that when you are in your respective communities, you will become the leaders who will become the catalysts in changing the political landscape, hopefully, in this country, and will uphold the dignity of each person who are capable of choosing their leaders. Lastly, I would like to emphasize this to everyone, to know your candidates very well and exercise your right to vote so that your votes will not be wasted. Mahayong hapon and welcome everyone to this event.
Thank you for those wonderful words of encouragement and wisdom, Mr. Christopher.
Now we have here before us the aspiring gubernatorial candidates from the Basic Education Unit who will take the torch and ignite the passion of leadership.
They will courageously conquer questions about their candidacy and responsibilities as student leaders through a portion of Q&As.
Kian, are you ready?
Of course, Sam, I am much ready, and I hope that our candidates are ready too.
They were born ready. Let's start introducing them. Starting from the Sandigan Party List, Zoe Chanel G. Essick from Grade 8, Brother Francis Cody.
For the independent candidate, we have Gibrian B. Pitogo from Grade 9, Brother Alphonse Blumen.
From the Sandigan party list, we have Chrislyn Jane A. Langoyan from Grade 9, Brother Alphonse Blumen.
For the independent candidate, we have Clean Mariga Abukayan Orsino from Grade 10, Brother Gerard Ronan.
From Sandigan party list, we have Maria Gabriel Julia V. Martinez from Grade 10, Brother Gerard Ronan.
From the Sandigan party list, we have Christian May E. Lishanas, Grade 11, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics 2, Med.
Sandigan, Sweet May B. Sumagang from Grade 11, Humanities and Social Sciences.
Next, from Sandigan party list, we have Dane Carlota P. Aljo from Grade 11, Accountancy and Business Management.
An independent candidate, we have Althea Shane B. Sumagang from Grade 12, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics 5.
Next, for Sandigan party list, we have Maria Katrina Ann D. Kudiamat from Grade 12, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics 4.
Still from the Sandigan party list, we have Chimphilmar S. Halop from Grade 12, Humanities and Social Sciences.
From the Sandigan party list, we also have John Bricks Jory Shao from Grade 12, Accountancy and Business Management.
And last but not the least, from the Sandigan party list, Daniela C. Gayosa from Grade 12, TVL-HE.
Welcome, candidates, and we wish you good luck.
Now, before we begin the first segment of our Miting de Avance, let us introduce the panelists who will serve as the backbone in determining whether the candidates are worthy of their aspired position. Our first panelist graduated in the year 2019 with the following awards: Excellence in Teaching, Outstanding Lasallian Communicator, Outstanding Lasallian Debater, Best International Research Paper Awardee, Excellence in Speech Communications, Excellence in Leadership, Outstanding Program Coordinator, Excellence in Community Service, Excellence in Co-Curricular Activities, Lasallian Working Scholar Award. The extensive list of his remaining remarkable accomplishments is displayed on the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Wishley A. Hallam.
Our second panelist is a third-year college student taking business administration, major in marketing management at LaSalle University, Ozamis City. She is a former deputy prime minister of LaSalle University Debate Varsity. She is also the former president of the University Student Government of LaSalle University the year 2022-2023, making her the first transgender woman to hold a student presidency in all the LaSalle schools across the world. She is also a former Vice President for External Affairs of the University Student Government year 2023-2024. The extensive list of her remaining remarkable accomplishments is displayed on the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome our second panelist, Ms. Yana Stephanie Du.
Our third panelist graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in Communication from LaSalle University, Ozamis City. She's also a faculty member in the Senior High School English Department. She served as both the school paper advisor and coach of the TV broadcasting team of Ozamis City English category. She's also the former research officer at LSU's Institutional Research and Publications Office. Let us welcome Ms. Mariel Josefa Taiko.
Last but definitely not the least, our fourth panelist is a graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education major in physics. She is currently pursuing a Doctor of Jurisprudence degree. It's the professional law degree that individuals pursue in order to practice law in the country. She is also a Lasallian Life Formation Officer in LaSalle University, Ozamis City. Help me welcome our fourth panelist, Ms. Eva Dawn Balungkit.
Thank you, distinguished panelists, for your presence. At this juncture, to know more about each candidate, let us lend our ears to them as they all deliver their introductory speeches.
The introductory speeches are limited to a maximum of 3 minutes per candidate. Candidates will deliver their speech in the following order. Independent candidates, followed by the candidates within a student political party from grade 8 to grade 12.
For the first introductory speech, let us welcome Zoe Chanel G. Essick from grade 8 Brother Francis Cody.
To my fellow Lasallians, teachers, panelists, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. My name is Zoe Chanel G. Essick, and I am here before you today, running under the Sandigan Party List and running for the position of grade 8 governor. I am passionate and excited to be running for this position because I believe that I have the skills and experience necessary to be a great and effective governor for our grade level. I am committed to representing the voices of all the students, and I will work tirelessly to make our school a better place for everyone. I am a hardworking and dedicated student leader who is determined about making a difference in our school community. The Student Council, in my opinion, is the finest way to assist all the students at the school feel more comfortable. I am also eager in finding more about the inner workings of the school and how I can participate in decisions that can help the students feel more comfortable. My goals for the Student Council include improving communication between the Student Coordinating Council and the students themselves, increasing student participation in extracurricular activities, and making the school environment more welcome and inclusive for all the students. I also want to work to improve the school's academic programs to make sure that all students have access to the resources they need in order to succeed. Our goals and platforms of the Sandigan Party List is 1. To cultivate students' academic and extracurricular performance, 2. To live our Lasallian-centered values, and 3. To reignite the sense of leadership among young Lasallians. I believe that leadership is more than just having a title or position. It's about someone who can inspire others, motivate them to achieve their goals, and make a positive difference in the world. I am committed into being that kind of leader, and so I hope to have your trust and your vote this October 2 to 4. Ang inyong sandigan sa panahon ng pangangailangan. Thank you.
Thank you, Zoe.
Next up, we have Gabriel B. Pitogo from grade 9 Brother Alphonse Blumen.
Good day, Lasallians. I am Gabriel B. Pitogo, a grade 9 student here in LaSalle University Integrated School, running for grade level governor. Given a chance to run for this position has been a great honor. As a grade level representative, I assure you that with my passion and experience as a leader, I can help our student council drive changes and steer the direction of improvements in our school community. I am anticipated to be a part of the Student Coordinating Council. With this new journey, I hope to learn more and improve my leadership skills. I would like to make changes focusing on the students' well-being and extracurricular activities. As a student body, focusing on the students' well-being is one of our roles. Improving and having the initiatives in promoting mental and emotional health in our school can help and assist the students who are facing difficulties, as I believe that not all the students who are facing difficulties, both personal and academically, has not gone through counseling in which our school offers. Expanding the curricular activities to cater the different interests of the students, as well as to improve their unity. I am certain that all of the students here in LSU IS has different passion, talents, and abilities. By this, we can recognize and help them enhance their talents. Once again, I am Gabriel BP Togo, Animo La Salle.
Thank you so much, Gabriel.
Next up, we have Chrislyn Jane A. Langoyan from Grade 9 Brother Alphonse Blumen.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Christine Jane Aquino Languyan from Brother Alphonse Blumen FSC, and I'm running for the position of Grade 9 Governor under the banner of Sandigan Party. When I first recognized my intention to run for this position, I acknowledge that this comes with a great responsibility. All of my batchmates would be depending on me and expect me to become their role model, a person who will serve as their voice, and someone whom they can communicate with whenever they feel confused or if they have troubles. However, I'm ready to take on the responsibility and serve you, my fellow batchmates. These are the feasible platforms I wish to implement during my term. 1. Consultation time to be conducted with a class mayor of each grade 9 section to collate the concerns of the grade 9 studentry. Number 2. Strengthening of Playgo during and after classes and instilling in their minds that every Lasallian is an equality. Next are the platforms of the Sandigan Party. Number 1. Cultivate student academic and extracurricular activities, which Sandigan aims to impose and implement student-initiated activities for the improvement of academic and extracurricular performance. Second, Lasallian-centered values. Sandigan will be the influence of leadership tendencies upon Lasallians to be a guide and inspire others. Number 3, reigniting the sense of leadership among young Lasallians. Sandigan should uphold the values of faith, service, and communication in the endeavor of promoting student well-being. Once again, I am Chrislyn Jane Languyan, your aspiring grade 9 governor. Thank you and Animo La Salle, ang inyong sandigan sa panahon ng pangangailangan.
Thank you, Chrislyn.
Next, we have Clean Marie Gabukayan Orsino from Grade 10, Brother Gerard Ronan.
To discover and to teach are distinct functions. They are also distinct gifts, and are not commonly found united in the same person. A quote from The Idea of a University by John Henry Newman. This signifies the dichotomy between the roles of discovery and teaching, emphasizing that these roles require distinct talents and aptitudes. The deeper meaning here is that while individuals may excel in either discovering or teaching, the true power lies in those rare individuals who possess both gifts, as they can not only advance in knowledge, but also effectively communicate and inspire others to embark on their own intellectual journeys. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow Lasallians, and our panelists, Maayong Lasal, I'm Clean Marie G. Orsino, running for the position of Grade 10 Governor in this year's Student Coordinating Council gubernatorial elections. Throughout my life, I have witnessed the power of unity, resilience, and innovation in shaping our world. Today, I promise to channel that power to create opportunities, inspire change, and build a future that works for everyone. My campaign, however, isn't just about promises. It is also about principles. It is the values that bind us together as a community. It is about discovery, equality, and the pursuit of happiness for every Lasallian, regardless of their background or circumstances. It is about leaving no one behind. In conclusion, my fellow Lasallians, I want to express my deep gratitude for entrusting me with the opportunity to represent you in our Student Coordinating Council. Remember, this campaign isn't about me. It's about us, our shared goals, and the positive change we can create together. So, Let's unite our voices, ideas, and passions to make our school community stronger, more inclusive, and a place we're all proud to call our own. Thank you, and together, let's make a difference.
Thank you so much, Ian.
Next up from the Sandigan Party List, we have Maria Gabriel Julia V. Martinez from Grade 10, Brother Gerard Ronan.
Good afternoon, my fellow Lasallians, student leaders, and panelists. I am Maria Gabriel Julia V. Martinez, running for Grade 10 Governor under the Sandigan Party List. It is an honor to stand and speak in front of the Lasallian community, not just in terms of leadership, but also for transformation. According to Warren Bennis, leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Leadership is not defined to those in positions of authority or titles. Rather, it is a quality that can be found from all walks in life. I believe that I can attain my stand and benefit the school and the student body by making the desires and needs of the students relayed and raised completely clear as well as accessible on campus. Moreover, I believe that every student has the capability to raise their voices and the need to be heard, and under our or my leadership will be part of the matters. I'm here to make a positive impact and difference on the community. In order for me to be able to act out my purpose, I believe that leadership comes with responsibility and dedication. It starts with actions that involve platforms. As a party list, we aim to cultivate student academic and extracurricular activities, live Lasallian-centered values, and reignite the sense of leadership among young Lasallians. Each individual has the power to come together with a shared purpose, to create lasting impact, growth, and bring out the meaningful change in various aspects of their lives. We can inspire others to build a stronger community that creates sustainable change. And through these platforms, they will slowly be transformed into individuals who mobilize actions and raise awareness about life issues. By our party list platforms, we can harness the power of engaging with people in order to cultivate, influence, and reignite, along with enlightened conversations and share one's ideas to inspire change in this community. I hope this can encourage us to create a world where everyone has the opportunity to lead and make a positive and empowering impact. As I transfer the microphone, I would like to add one more saying that a friend of mine told me. She said, "Lead by example." Once again, I am Maria Gabriel Julia V. Martinez, running for Grade 10 Governor, ang iyong sandigan sa panahon ng pangangailangan. Animo La Salle.
Thank you, Gabrielle.
Next, we have Krisha May Ilishonas from Grade 11 Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics 2 MED.
Good afternoon to each and every one of you. My name is Krisha May Ilishonas. I am a grade 11 student and I am currently running for the position STEM Governor 11 for the school year 2023 to 2024. First of all, I stand here before each and every one of you with such great honor and responsibility as I present myself as a part of the candidate of student to uphold growth, empowerment, and inclusivity. You may ask as you choose your leaders, what kind of leader mindset do I have and what kind of leader mindset do I have to offer for the school? I am a person and a leader who sees that the school should always focus not only in the academic excellence of the students, but also focuses and excel emotionally, socially, and in our extracurricular activities. I see a school where everybody unites and everybody is one. As a part of the Sandigan Party List, it is my duty to promote student initiatives to bring out the Lasallian values of everybody and to reignite the sense of leadership among young Lasallians. As a student, and a student leader, I am committed to fostering an inclusive environment where every student's voice is heard, valued, and respected. To end this, I am not only asking for the votes of each and every one of you, but also the trust and collaboration, because I believe that together we can create a brighter, more inclusive, and fulfilling experience. This is me, Krisha May Electiones, iyong kasandigan sa panahon ng pangangailangan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Krisha.
Next up from the Sandigan party list, we have Sweet May B. Sumagang from grade 11, Humanities and Social Sciences.
A pleasant afternoon to every one of you, our dear panelists, and our virtual spectators. I am Sweet May B. Sumagang, and I stand here before you as an aspiring governor for the Strand Humes 11. I have been a bona fide student here at LaSalle University for 5 years. In the span of those years, I have always been dedicated to my education, personal growth, and the idea of how it may help mold and shape our futures. As a candidate for Humes 11 governor, I have highlighted several of my priorities as my platform. First is inclusivity. As a governor, I aim to foster inclusivity within the community because I have strong belief in the notion that everyone's voice deserves to be heard and respected, irrespective of one's background, opinion, and identity. Second is the enhancement of educational experiences among students. As part of the Sandigan party list, we aim to establish and impose student-initiated activities dedicated to the improvement of academic and extracurricular performance. Third is the creative expression support. As a Hume student, I have seen beyond my naked eye the different creative expressions of my classmates, such as doing an interpretative dance, documentary report, kid storytelling, and many more. Upholding artistic expression among students is important as it means fostering growth. Hence, I am here to aim to promote open-mindedness in the community wherein a student can comfortably express their ideas anyhow, thereby finding pleasure in any artistic pursuit. In general, I as a leader aim to make a difference that can leave a lasting impact on the school community and the student lives. Once again, I am Sweet May B. Sumagang, ang inyong kasandigan sa panahon ng pangangailangan.
Thank you for that, Sweet.
Next, we have Dane Carlota P. Alho from grade 11, Accountancy and Business Management.
Good afternoon to everyone. I am Dane Carlota P. Alho, and I stand before you today as a candidate for the grade 11 ABM governor. I am truly honored and grateful to be part of this opportunity to speak to you to prove that I am worthy of your trust and vote. Throughout my leadership journey for the past years, and also with the help of those previous leaders I encountered, such as my kuyas and ates and the teachers, I learned about what a true leader should do and how to achieve a great leadership skill, and that is to empower and to help others how to become a leader themselves. I run for this position because I know my capabilities, that I will be able to represent and be the voice of my strand whenever there will be circumstances and challenges that may occur. I will address the needs and concerns of my fellow students and impose resolutions promoting right and conduct, and to enhance their inner potential and skills that will help us unite as one. I will promote equity and be open to discuss matters leaning towards inclusive, diverse, and safe environment, and to sustain good relationship with the faculty and staff and to the whole Lasallian community. And I will willingly extend my help and promote equal opportunities and access to services for the deaf community, especially that the ABM and TVL HE in grade 11 were fused during classes and school events. As part of the Sandigan Party List, it will be my duty and responsibility to contribute to the organization wherein I can utilize my skills and responsibilities and helping and inspiring the student body dedicated to the cultivation of imposing student academic and extracurricular activities, influencing and inspiring leadership tendencies of others, and upholding the Lasallian centered values, which are faith, service, and communion in everything I will do. And once again, I am Dane Carlotta Alho, ang iyong kasandigan sa panahon ng pangangailangan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dane.
An independent candidate, Althea Shane B. Sumagang from Grade 12 Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics 5.
Hello, I am Althea Shane B. Sumagang from Grade 12 from the strand Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. And I am running as the Student STEM Governor for this academic year. Honestly, this is my first time to participate in a broader student body organization. I have served as a vice mayor during my 8th grade, a vice mayor during 10th grade, and a mayor last school year during my 11th grade. Actually, I haven't really decided to run as a governor, but last week, a student came up to me and told me to run as a governor, and that changed my decision to finally run as a student governor. And that I have realized that there are things that others have seen in me that I haven't, and that only proved my capabilities to lead a bigger group of people. Hence, for this school year, I plan to become a student leader who advocates not only the school policies and other school matters, but also to advocate and serve as a voice of my fellow grade 12 students. I run not only for the people to hear my voice, but to hear the voices of the students, especially those most vulnerable on campus. I want to cultivate a culture of curiosity, collaboration, and excellence all throughout our STEM community. I want to ensure that every student feels supported and inspired to pursue their ambitions. In this way, no one will be left behind. Furthermore, I would also want to eradicate the common notion that student leaders are sitting in a much higher places than those students who are not planning to run as student leaders. For I believe a leader functions to serve and be in your service, not to be served by our fellow students. I am running as a candidate and as a servant who will lead the school year with passion and inclusivity. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Althea.
Next, we have Maria Katrina Ann Dico Diamat from Grade 12, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics 4.
Good day, Lasallians, panelists, students, everyone. I am a grade 12 student leader coming from the strand of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. My name is Maria Katrina Andy Kajamat, here to advocate steadfast and unwavering commitment to serving the student body and in the move to bring back the liveliness of Lasallians and to cater to the students in STEM, be their voice, their representative, and ang ilang masandigan. I have been in LaSalle since first grade, giving me deep knowledge of our school and society. I have been an active student leader ever since I reached junior high, starting from the classroom and now in our institution. I have been in the student government since I was in 8th grade, starting from the bottom as an appointee. And in grade 10, I became the grade 10 level representative. And in grade 11, I became a core officer as the public information officer of the student government last year. And now I am running for grade 12 STEM governor in the Student Coordinating Council this academic year 2023-2024. I would like to share my platforms. I call them the MKADC movement, derived from my name itself. M for movement, moving the Lasallian spirit that runs in our DNA to bring back the liveliness of the Lasallian spirit through non-academic institutional events that showcase the skills, talents, and competence of Lasallians. K. Knowledge, commitment, and transparency. Advocate steadfast and unwavering commitment to serving the student body. Everything that happens will be transparent, demonstrating that I have nothing to hide, have a pure conscience, and acting for the good of the entire community. In this process, make sure that everyone is knowledgeable and well informed about all the plans and projects of mine. A. Ability. Empowerment of the sectors of the community, including the LGBTQ+ and people with disabilities. Other than student-initiated communities, let's promote unity and not forget our dear Lasallians who are a part of these communities. D. Development. With a platform of no student left behind, we as one will unite to overcome all challenges that will go our way. With a single eye for the welfare of the student body, whatever the composition, we Lasallians, a community of learners, will work towards the development and betterment of all. C. Lastly, with this platform, I'm not simply here to lead, drive, or inspire others. As a student leader, I want to initiate building a better community by exemplifying our core values and the passion for Christ's mission and communion in all things that we plan to do. I believe that no student should be left behind. So obviously, let's gather as one. Nasayop ko na. I am here today with the Sandigan Party List, ang inyong kasandigan sa panahon na pangangailangan. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maria.
Next up, from the Sandigan Party List, we have Chim Fillmore S. Hallock from Grade 12 Humanities and Social Sciences.
Leadership is the capacity to translate vision into reality. Mayang hapon, Lasallians. I am Chimfil Mars Halop, a grade 12 UM student, and I am aspiring to be in the position of grade 12 UM's governor for this academic year. Altruistic, dynamic, and passionate. These are the three words that describe me. And just like you, I'm also a student who looks for positive change, an environment where everyone is heard and accepted. I have seen firsthand how much talent and enthusiasm each of us has. Our school is a thriving community where friendship grows, ideas flourish, and talent shines. But in order for us to have or realize our collective potential, we must have a strong leadership. Leadership that will listen, takes initiatives, and work towards constructive change. I've been a leader for almost a decade now. And with those experiences that I have gained, I will utilize it to adhere to my duties as a strand governor. As the brain of my strand, I am zealous to foster a sense of belonging, cultivate an open engagement atmosphere where each student is or can freely voice out their opinions without feeling invalidated. And lastly, a majority's best intentions is at the forefront of every decision I make. My campaign focuses on inclusivity. And with that being said, I will promote diversity, tolerance, and understanding. Furthermore, we students have numerous problems that we face, including personal difficulties, social difficulties, and also academic pressures. And so as representative, I will fight for initiatives or programs that will help boost and promote our mental and emotional well-being. Because I believe that as students, we should feel safe and supported in pursuing our dreams and passions. Together with my party, the Sandigan, we aim to cultivate a student academic and extracurricular activities, leadership tendencies, and also Lasallian-centered values. Again, I am not just here asking for your votes. I am here for your trust and partnerships. Together, let's create or make our school a more incredible place to learn, thrive, and grow. I am Chief Mars Halop, your kasandigan sa panahon ng pangangailangan.
Thank you for that, Chim Fillmore.
Next, we have John Briggs Jory Shao from Grade 12, Accountancy and Business Management.
Mayong lasal sa atong tanan, especially to our dear panelists. I am John Briggs Jory Shao, running for the position of ABM 12 Governor under the Sandigan Party List. Speaking truthfully, Others who have served as SG officer, SCC officer, as well as classroom officer undoubtedly have plenty of stories to share. However, my stories, my experiences, my backgrounds differs from them. Back in my elementary and high school days, I was not consistently elected as one of the classroom officer, nor as an SG or SCC officer. However, I am already actively contributing to our school as well as in the community at large. When I entered my senior high school journey here in La Salle University, I fortunately was elected as one of the classroom officer. However, I still doubted my capabilities due to the fact that I was having second thoughts of showcasing my full potential as a leader. Not until I realized a valuable lesson in life, that is, if it's not now, then when? And along with this realization of epiphany, I discovered Jack Welch and his approach to leadership. Before you become a leader, success is all about growing yourself. After you become a leader, success is all about growing others. With this gubernatorial election, with this governor position, I aspire to emphasize more our platform, which talks about or which focuses on student academic tendencies. Other than that, I am also passionate about amplifying mental health awareness for a brighter tomorrow. I want to reach to more fellow Lasallian students to be one with me and break every stigma surrounding mental health and equal opportunities to all. Once again, I am John Brooks Georgiao, ang inyong kasandigan sa panahon ng pangangailangan.
Thank you so much, Bricks.
Next up, from the Sandigan part list, we have Daniela C. Gayosa from grade 12 Technical Vocational Livelihood and Home Economics.
A pleasant afternoon to all of you. I am Daniela Gayasa, a member of Sandigan Party. I am from grade 12 TVL-HE, running for TVL Governor. Why am I running for this position? I'm running for TVL Governor because I am confident that I can do my best to serve my community. With Sandigan Party list, students of action, notable devotion, integrity, grace, and ability dedicated to the cultivation of students' academic and extracurricular activities, Lasallian-centered values, leadership tendencies, cultivating equality, and breaking barriers among LaSalle community. I want to be the voice of those unheard voices, especially those of the LaSalle deaf. We all know that our deaf community needs someone to be their voice, to defend them and hear them. And I can say that I am that someone. I am willing to help my fellow classmates, not just them, but also the students at LaSalle and the community that I am in. I would be the perfect candidate for this position because I am approachable, dedicated, trustworthy, willing to help, a good listener, and hardworking. I am aware that I am lacking in many areas, yet my desire and love to serve others are irreplaceable and bigger than these lacking areas. Which is why, if ever I am chosen, I vote to my absolute best to help my community and not to leave anyone behind. I promise that my time as TVL Governor, I will not squander. For all of this, I am with you and you are with me. I will not let your voice go unheard. Your opinion matters to me just as you are. Once again, I am Daniela Gayosa from Sandigan Party, ang inyong kasandigan sa panahon ng pangangailangan. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniela.
Thank you, Lasallian student leaders, for your wholehearted and inspiring speeches. This time, let us take a break and see the slideshow presentation of all the candidates.
During this time, the candidates are advised to prepare for the questioning from the panelists.
And we're back to the Gubernatorial Forum 2023.
The segment of the forum divides the junior high school candidates from the senior high school. The junior high school candidates will proceed first, followed by those from the senior high school. The candidates will select the panelists who will relay their questions from a bowl. The candidates will be given 2 minutes to answer one question from their chosen panelists. The questions will be read twice by the panelist from which the candidate's timer will start. Should the candidate exceed the time limit by an additional 5 seconds, the Master of Ceremonies assert the right to verbally intervene.
Candidates, are the guidelines for the second segment clear?
Yes.
Are there any questions? None? Great. Let's start with Zoe Chanel G. Isik from grade 8, Brother Francis Cody. Please pick your panelist.
Your panelist is Miss Eva Don Balungkit.
My question is, how will you bridge the gap between student dependence and student empowerment when it comes to raising their concerns? Again. Am I audible? Yeah, it is. Okay, again, my question is, how will you bridge the gap between student dependence and student empowerment when it comes to raising their concerns?
I will bridge the gap between student dependence and student empowerment when it comes to raising their concerns by communicating with them and helping them to be more comfortable with our school and surroundings. I will be more friendly to them in order for them to be more comfortable in speaking to me about their problems and the likes. Thank you.
Thank you, Zoe.
Thank you so much, Zoe. Next up, we have Gabriel B. Pitogo from grade 9, Brother Alphonse Blumen. Please pick your panelist.
Your panelist is Miss Yana Safanidou.
Check, am I audible? Okay, so hi, good afternoon once again. My question is, in the present time, the university is having a problem with the declining number of enrollees. As a leader, how can you help the school or the institution into boosting our marketing or the number of our enrollees?
Good afternoon again, Miss. For me, I can boost the marketing of the school as the number of enrollees are decreasing at this school year. I can help them by the problem of this school year is that it's because the number of enrollees are decreasing because of the modality, because of the not all the students can afford the gadgets and internets that are needed for the modality. As the last school year, it was a mixed modality, which was between online and face-to-face classes, which this requires the you need the money to afford the things that you need for the school, especially that it's online. It requires gadgets like laptops. So probably more on stop for me personally, stop ang mixed modality because for that the students can more on enroll in La Salle because of it's not mixed modality. that you need to buy for you to like learn and improve.
Thank you so much, Gabriel. Next, we have Chrislyn Jane E. Langoyan from grade 9, Brother Alphonse Blumen. Please pick your panelist.
Your panelist is Miss Mariel Josefa Taiko.
Hi, good afternoon. So my question for you is, by the way, am I audible? Okay. So in your future role as a student government in or governor in LSU, it is a university that is renowned for its strong values and time-honored principles. So we have classic principles, right? So how do you plan to maintain the balance between these values, our rich traditions, and the forward-thinking approach? So even if we have the traditions and the values, how do you plan on maintaining them and still being progressive enough for the future of LaSalle?
I can maintain this by encouraging myself to respect, because this will be the way to let myself maintain this kind of aspect, and as well as the traditions and the cultures. And I will remind myself to always be. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chrislyn Jane. Next is Clean Mariga Bukayan Orsino from grade 10, Brother Gerard Bronan. Please pick your panelist.
Your panelist is Mr. Wishley A. Hallam.
Hello, let me check if my audio is good from your end. To commend the initiative of these young learners who are very ready to serve the LSU community. Shall we give them a resounding applause? Thank you. And I am assigned to ask question to this lady. So my first question is this one. What resolutions crafted by the SCC you're aware of? What resolutions so far that SCC, correct, Student Coordinating Council, have crafted that you are aware about?
As I am running for a position within the SEC, I am educated and aware of all the resolutions, the activities, and the programs that they have conducted for the benefit of our school. So a resolution that I would say is a step up to all the activities that they have done. For example, the Pasimula event. It is not an event that is easy to organize. We have to cover the sound systems, the preparations for props and other paraphernalia in order to make the event happen. And I think that one event is a resolution that they have crafted, that they are willing to make this school year a blast, honestly. They are willing to craft this school year into something that is new, that is unheard of, that is original, while still maintaining the core values of the school. Thank you.
There is a follow-up question with that. So are you aware? Are you aware with the technical definition of resolutions, right? Since you're running for a governor position. So when you were talking about or explaining earlier, you mentioned that the resolution they made is the pasimula. When the pasimula is actually an activity, not a resolution. So in that case, what law or what resolution you are reminded of created by that SEC? Just one, a policy perhaps that you are reminded of being promoted by the SEC. Activities and resolutions are not the same.
When you said law, sir, I was reminded of the constitutions and bylaws that I had to read before applying for this position. And I think one that I remember very vividly was they are giving chances to more students. As I've talked with some of my friends that are in the SCC, they're giving chances to students who don't have a lot of leadership experience. And I think they are promoting that law. I think they stated it in one of their constitutions that
Provisions.
it is open to every and any bona fide student of the La Salle University Basic Education Unit.
So in that case, are you promoting that the school or the SEC would not only limit themselves to promoting one party list? Because as depicted, as illustrated, there is one party list, correct?
Yes, sir.
So in your answer, do you imply that they shouldn't be promoting one? Because that is how it sounds based on your argument.
I'm not trying to say that I'm promoting one party list, but rather as myself, I am an independent runner. I am also promoting that my leadership skills are on par, and I think that I, as well as these fellow young candidates alongside me, are prepared to take on the responsibility of a student leader.
So in other words, you're implying that it's okay, or in other words, you're trying to say that you don't care about what this SEC is promoting, so long as, because she made mention, Magud, earlier that in my capacity, in my ability, alongside with others, with these candidates, the question is, are you saying that it's okay to promote a party list, or it's okay not to promote? Give everybody the chance. Let them build their party list without any push or any promotion coming from the SEC, to be fair. Do you get the question? Like, it's okay to, the SEC must not promote any party list so that everybody can build their own, and not, if the SEC would like to help, it shouldn't be one party list only, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's your answer. That's nice.
Thank you so much, Clean Marie. Next, we have Maria Gabriel Julia V. Martinez from grade 10, Brother Gerard Ronan. Please pick your panelist.
Your panelist is Miss Mariel Josefa Taiko.
Hello, am I audible? Okay. So, a while ago you talked about sustained change, right? It's part of your platform. Well, we cannot actually speak of sustained change without research, right? So, for you, what do you think, or in what ways do you plan to encourage and support student involvement in research projects and opportunities at our university? So again, in what ways do you plan to encourage and support student involvement in research projects and opportunities at our university?
Since I am still a young leader and I'm still currently learning, I have one factor or way that I can really say that can help student involvement in terms of research by giving them the right words, or encourage them exactly how it can help them not only engage or not only help them with their social engagement with other people, but to also help them to gain confidence in terms of defending their stand or status in life. Thank you.
Would it be fine to do follow-up? I'll do a follow-up with a question from Ms. Mariel. Ms. Mariel was actually asking for specific mechanism. What you're going to do, because if you're going to say that I will be an agent, in what manner? Because it's vague, it's general. What specific mechanism? A process, a platform that is with scope that you can guarantee to the people, because words are not sufficient to convince them, correct?
I think the platforms that I can associate with is I can align with the Sandigan platform, which is reignite the sense of young Lasallian among leadership. And by this, in terms of reignite the sense of leadership, what I meant is the cultured study, culture student by academic and extracurricular activities that these platform made by our part list can encourage them to be involved with this kind of activities such as research.
Okay, so research is not just an activity, it's actually the heart of the university, right? Do you agree with that,
Yes.
everyone?
Yes.
So you talk about leadership, you talked about empowerment and extracurricular. So those are actually vague topics, especially in research. So could you tell me, how will you incorporate those topics or things and use them in research? How could these platforms be used in research?
Like the environment?
Yes, yeah, like in leadership, empowerment. How will you transform that into a useful research for our student and for LaSalle?
I think empowerment and leadership can be incorporated in terms of in the research, because in terms of leadership, it can motivate someone to really lead that kind of community that they're involved in. And in terms of empowerment, it can promote them to really speak up and raise their ideas in certain things.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Maria Gabriel. Next, we have Grisha May E. Lishonas from grade 11, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics 2 Med. Please pick your panelist.
Your panelist is Ms. Yana Stephanie.
Hi again, good afternoon. Majority of the candidates here today mentioned things about a more inclusive LSU basic education unit. Now, my question is, if you were to be honored enough to win the position, what are specific and realistic steps that you will do to make the basic education unit of LaSalle University more inclusive? Again, what are specific and realistic ways that you can do to make our campus, especially the basic education unit, more inclusive?
Okay, so first of all, there's part of my platform that I want the school to be more inclusive. And by meaning of inclusive, what I mean by that is for us to include students more in everything that we do. Because I believe that when we do something, for example, we make funds and take money from them, I think that they should know what that fund is for, and they should have a say and an opinion to that decision or project, because I believe that in everything that we do, they should have a say, because it also affects them. And also, I am running as a as a STEM governor, because I want to take this opportunity to also give not only my fellow STEM classmates a chance to be heard, but to give everybody in the school a chance to be heard. And as I said, I want the students to be heard, and not only heard, but also have their voices and opinions valued and respected. So
let me just clarify. What I am asking about are specific steps. Like, what are programs or movements or resolutions that you will do to do the things that, as you said, you want them to be heard, you want them to be included. But how will you do this? Like, are there steps in your mind that are, again, realistic as well, considering the administration of the school?
Okay. As a STEM governor, it is also my duty to collaborate with mayors, and with that, through the use of and the roles of the mayors of the class, they can they can ask for the opinions of the students. For example, there is a current issue and they have a say about it, or they want some changes in the school programs or projects. And also with that, as I work with mayors, the mayors could deliver those opinions, ideas, and concerns to me. And as I have a wider scope, that is why I ran as a student governor, because I believe that I have a wider scope in the student leader, and with that I can use those mayors as a tool in getting the opinions, concerns, and ideas of the students in everything that we do, and then I can deliver that concerns to the head of the SSC, and then with that we can make changes that aligns with their ideas, opinions, and concerns.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Krisha May.
Due to the time constraints, we humbly ask the panelists to limit the follow-up questions in order for us to cater all of the candidates. Thank you so much.
Next, we have Sweet May B. Sumagang from Grade 11 Humanities and Social Sciences. Please pick your panelist.
Your panelist is Ms. Eva Don Balongkit.
Good afternoon, Sweet May. Am I audible? Okay. My question is, if given the chance to represent your grade level, these students might not have the same stand or opinion on a certain subject matter. As the representative, how will you reconcile these differences?
I believe as a young student, Miss, I have seen that they are very expressive of their thoughts and ideas, Miss, and I think as an aspiring governor, Miss, I can help reconcile those diverse thoughts, Miss, by simply implementing open communication and transparency, Miss, that unfolds the idea that everyone has the ability to express their thoughts, and it should be accepted and valued, Miss, and we should eradicate having a narrow-minded mindset, Miss. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sweet May. Next off, we have Dane Carlota B. Alco from Grade 11 Accountancy and Business Management.
Your panelist is Mr. Wishley A. Hallen.
Hello once again. Good afternoon. You are running for
11 ABM governor.
and the primary function of a governor. What is the primary function, by the way? This is not yet the real question.
To discuss sectoral and wide university issues and to
University-wide, when you are only representing the strand.
the sectoral issue and
Correct.
within our strand, and to collaborate with our class mayor to sustain the class well, and also to execute the implemented proposals from the legislative council that is approved by the executive office.
Oh, this is the real question. I commend you for expounding your function. So what personal platform will you have? Again, personal platform. Please detach yourself from the Sandigan Bayan platform. And we are asking for your personal platform to actualize this line from our vision. Our vision says, we would like to become a community of learners that participates in the transformation of the society. So what personal platform would you like to employ, would you like to craft to actualize this?
For me, my personal platform in connect with a line from the vision of the La Salle University is that I would help my strand mates to enhance their skills, their inner skills and potential within them that will encourage them to collaborate with the society and to the whole Lasallian community, that that we will be able to unite as one through engaging community extensions and I think we will no.
Were there baby steps that you have undertaken? I have heard earlier in your speech that there were fusions of strands, correct? These strands are ABM and TVL. Were there baby steps that you established or implemented already?
Yes, I remember when I went during the Pasimula and the Larong Pinoy in the buwan ng wika, I help my strand as well as the TVL we will be able to each of us will participate, even you are a new student or old student. We will be able to collab and we will be able to engage in every activities we had in order for us as long as there will be a representative in our strand.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dane. Next, we have Althea Shane B. Sumagang from Grade 12, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics 5. Please pick your panelist.
Your panelist is Ms. Mariel Josefa Taigo.
Hello. So, I believe that you are actually pro to open communication, right? Since you running, it's because of your strandmate. Is that correct? So, talking about communication, so what are the innovative communication methods do you plan to integrate to enhance student participation and engagement in student activities? Again, what are the innovative communication methods that you plan to integrate so that you can enhance student participation, especially in the engagement of student activities?
These past few months, I have heard that the Philippines are in the lowest rate of reading capacity among the Asian countries around and I think the best way to enhance the communication skills of students is to engage in a group, and one way that the school would highly benefit students and to help them enhance their communication skills is to create activities and organizations that would help them improve their communication skills, especially in the field of public speaking or other related activities that would prove to others that the Lasallian community are good speakers and they can communicate well to other people.
Is it fine if I ask you what is innovative in public speaking? Because as we know, the question is actually about the new methods of communication. So public speaking has already been existing a long time ago, right? So what makes it different for you? What will you do this time that others did not do during their reign as governor?
I think there are many possible ways to engage the students in to enhance their reading skills, and one way, reading their communication skills, and one way would be to have I think better facilities for the school. Especially, we can make use of the speech laboratories that are in the school, but as of now, it's not well used by the school. But it was used before, but right now it's not really working like how it used to be. I think that's one way of improving the students' communication skills.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much, Althea. Next, we have Maria Katrina Ann D. Kudyamat from grade 12, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics 4. Please pick your panelists.
Your panelist is Mr. Wishley A. Hallam.
This is a very great opportunity for me to ask this question to you because if my memory serves me right, you were actually discussing how immersed you were in terms of your experience. You have been a part of the organization, the SSC, since grade 8.
Yes.
Please correct the facts if it is, right? Okay. So this is my question. This is a bit simple, but it's really impactful. What does the new name Students Coordinating Council imply as student leaders? From Supreme Student Council or Student Government to Students Coordinating Council. With the emergence of the word coordinating, what does that imply? Does that mean supremacy or whatnot?
My opinion on the new name for our the student coordinating council now is that it's more inclusive. It implies more that it's not just a government, it's not just an organization. It's for the students. It's for students that are coordinating for the student body, not just event planners, not just for tolls or in most
Awards.
cases for awards, but for actually to plan stuff for like the student body, not just like may allow me to speak in vernacular, pero now the word coordinating makes it sound like mas gi-appeal na mo ang student body kaysa kami lang sa student government.
Does that imply that in comparison to the previous one did not include, as far as your explanation is concerned, mas man, there is this what we call comparative word, mas or more. What does that mean?
For me, let me compare the past student government and the now student coordinating council. A lot of my peers view the student government as a part of a supreme, a part of like a state, a position to look up to. Now, with the name coordinating, it makes it sound more, it's with us. We're united with them. They are for us, and not just for us lang, but because if student government, it's like we are controlled by them. But now with the word new name, it's like we are with them.
Perfect. But that's why it's coordinating, not supreme. Because what you are now, you are to serve and to coordinate, and they are your boss, correct? Not you being the boss.
Yes, sir. Correct.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Maria Katrina. Next, we have Jim Philmar S. Halop from grade 12, Humanities and Social Sciences. Please pick your panelist.
Your panelist is Ms. Eva Don Balongki.
Good afternoon. Is my audio okay? My question is, when you represent a group, do you have to lose your identity just to become that kind of person that your grade level wants you to be as the representative?
Okay, miss. I believe that being a leader, you need to embrace or have the trait of being genuine. Even though you have the position of being or to have or to govern or lead your group, you must stay who you are. And because of, I believe that a leader is not just, I believe that a leader have lead by heart. You have this pure intention to lead, and not because you want to be the boss, but rather to be observant to them.
Here.
Sorry.
Here.
Okay, I'm sorry. So, wait. So, yeah, that is it, miss. So, do you have any follow-up question?
No, you answered it correctly.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you so much, Chim. Next, we have John Bricks Jory Shao from grade 12, Accountancy and Business Management.
Your panelist is Ms. Yana Stephanie Liu.
Hi, good afternoon. There is this pressing issue that some leaders are unqualified or not qualified enough to lead, especially when they have to balance their academic performance and their student leadership. And so my question is, do you agree that student leaders should have a certain standard in their academic performance or their grades in order to run and serve the student body?
Like they have to maintain a grade po.
Yes, technically, this would be like the Commission on Elections would require them to have a certain level of their grades para they will be allowed to serve the student government.
I do agree because there are some students running for this position just for clout, and through this, they are not putting so much value on their academics because they are more focusing on the praises, the fame that they will get in social media. I do believe that everyone could become a leader, but not everyone. It depends, but it depends on who is willing and who is determined to do multitasking. Remember that this kind of endeavor that you enter is not something that is more than for fame or for the attention that you will get to the general population.
Okay, so since we still have time, you answered the question in a way that only relates to those people who might be running for clout or for fame. How about those students who have really the eagerness? They're not doing it for clout. They really want to serve. However, they do not have the capacity, like let's say, just even making a resolution would be so hard for them, or speaking in public would be so hard for them, already challenging. Do you think that even if they have the guts to run, they should still maintain the standard academically?
I believe that everything can be learned. I believe that it doesn't just, everything can be learned. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bricks. Last, we have Daniela C. Gayosa from grade 12, CVLHT. Please pick your panelist.
Kita daw upatanan siya.
Your panelist is Ms. Eva Don Balongkit.
I have two questions. The first one is, what are the qualities of being a good representative for you? Again, what are the qualities of being a good representative for you?
For me, the best.
Again, what are the qualities of being a good representative for you?
The best qualities of being a good representative is being an open-minded. If we are open-minded, we can communicate with those people, with Lasallians, na to share their different thoughts, different kanang ug unsay lahang gusto na ipadulong sa ato. And being open-minded is the key para maka-communicate tagtarong sa ilaha and to also help them with that specific problem or kanang gihatag nila na thoughts about sa ato. And also, being open-minded lang kay this is the way na maka-learn pud ka sa imong self na dili ay napuday tao ning ana, and then kanang maka
So basically, you are trying to say that being an open-minded person is one of the qualities of being a good representative. Okay. My second question is this. Do you think you possess all the good qualities of being a representative of your grade level? Why or why not? Again, do you think you possess all the good qualities of being a good representative of your grade level? Why or why not? Okay. Do you possess all these good qualities of being a good representative of your grade level? I mean, all these good qualities, do you possess these? Why or why not?
I think some of them I possess. Kay we have different kinds of way to be a leader to the community, and the good qualities that I have is only the I'm approachable, I am willing to help, and I'm a good listener, and
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Daniela.
Thank you, candidates, for all your wonderful and well-thought answers. You are very brave. Let's give you a round of applause. At this moment, let us move on to the third segment of the Gubernatorial Forum, which is the live Q&A session with the audience members.
Here are the guidelines. The live Q&A session will be participated by the bona fide students at LaSalle University Ozamis City from grade 8 to grade 12. Gubernatorial candidates will be given the freedom to answer any of the questions with 1 minute time limit. Candidates are required to raise their hands to signify their intention to respond to questions posed by any audience member. 6 questions will be chosen from the audience members of the judiciary. The first question is from our former SCC President, John Philip Tabalba. And the question is, as a member of the organization and representative of the students, how do you treat your fellow students as partners rather than subordinates? Again, as a member of the organization and representative of the students, how do you treat yourself or how do you treat your fellow students as partners rather than subordinates? Yes, Katrina.
I would treat my teammates or team members as equals or as partners instead of subordinates would be setting a boundary or setting a standard that we're in. We can only act like this. No derogatory or no the opposite of derogatory. So it would much be better if we treat everyone equally instead of if the Maya na to, like, if not take a lagot, you just have to treat everyone in a formal manner and equally.
Thank you so much, Katrina. Who wants to add more? Apart from Katrina, who wants to add more?
Okay, no one? Okay, let's proceed to our next question. Our next question is, if given a chance to change something in the school, what would it be and why? Again, if you're given a chance to change something in the school, what would it be and why?
Yes, Chrislyn.
If I've been given a chance to change something in the school is, allow me to speak in vernacular. Kana bitong mga activities, it should be done by grade level, but not by house. Because if we do it by house, the less the participation would be. But compared sa grade level, higher chance na majority ang mo participate and mas more pod ang interaction nato sa usag-usa. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Bricks.
Yes, Briggs.
If
for the technical difficulties that we just experienced. Again, the question was, how important is it to be heard and understood by everyone? Okay, Krisha, sorry.
I think that it is very significant to each and every one of us that we are heard. As much as we tell ourselves when we are not heard that it's okay, at least I know what my opinions are, or I know that I thought of that, or that for me it matters. However, deep down in each and every one of us, being heard means being validated, and being validated to us is like seeing ourselves, or like saying that we matter. So whenever that we are not heard, we feel like we do not matter to them. And I also think that it is very important to listen and to be heard, because I think that the communication that involves in it is one of the key to making a brighter future for each and every one of us.
Thank you, Krisha. Would anyone like to add more? Okay, Althea.
I think being heard by the majority of people is very important, because as a student leader, we are responsible to hear those people na we are serving. But as a student myself, I believe being heard is not just a shallow thought nga you are heard like that, but it leads to a variety of things. Like it can lead to quality education and much more. For example, as a STEM student, I believe one of the issues that we are currently facing is the lack of scientific apparatus in our laboratories. Engaging in laboratory reports and other lab experiments is really hard for us because of the lack of tools, the lack of measuring devices, and the lack of apparatus. So mag-borrow dito, mag-borrow there, and instead of like to be efficient sa time, we lack time, and the deadlines must move, and I think it's important to hear the thoughts of the student to improve the quality of our education as well.
Okay, thank you for that wonderful answer.
Next question. What is your mission in running for this position, and how do you think it differs from your co-candidates? Again, what is your mission in running for this position, and how do you think it differs from other or from co-candidates? Yes, Clean.
My mission, but not rather just mine, but also others, because I cannot make this mission happen without other people, is to promote service learning. I believe that we should teach and also be taught. We cannot simply just teach and not learn anything from what we teach. So I believe that in order to make service learning happen, we must be united as one in order to service our learnings and in order to learn about our life experience, to learn other values that can help us in our life.
Perfectly said. Thank you, Clea. Yes, Jim, wanna add some more?
So this past summer, personally, I was perhaps disappointed with myself because I was consumed by my fears, or I put myself inside of a box of what ifs, which precluded me from taking risk, and that could have been aided my growth as a leader. Because last year, mayor ko, and I am not satisfied with my actions or performance. Yeah. So with that realization, I've made a self-promise to myself na I would regain the leader that I was before and restore my genuine desire to help and give service to my fellow students this academic year. And with that being said, I know that there are a lot of Lasallians who have who is versatile and talented, but then they are consumed by their emotions. They are afraid to come out of their comfort zone. So I am running for this position because I want to encourage them to participate and showcase their capabilities. And also for my advocacy, and my advocacy is inclusivity. I ran for this position because I want to promote it. By promoting diversity, understanding, and tolerance. That's it.
Well said. Thank you so much, Jim.
Another question we have, which is very relevant since we are in a Catholic school. This is from Kirk Ebarle. The question is, given that you will be serving in a Catholic school, do you think we should take into consideration religion in making proposals? Again, given that you will be serving in a Catholic school, do you think we should take into consideration religion in making proposals?
Anyone to answer the question? Should we repeat the question for you? Okay, repeat the question.
I will repeat the question. Given that you will be serving in a Catholic school, do you think we should take into consideration religion in making proposals?
Yes, Krisha.
Considering that we are leading a Catholic school, I think that in making decisions and a proposal, I think that we should also take into considerations the religions, because I think that this is also a part of what makes La Salle who it is because of its standards and its value. However, as I said that it is a part of La Salle, another part of it is also the say of the students. And I think that when we say religion, it also states there, remember, that we should listen to our to the fellow children of God. And I think that in what we do and what we propose, we should consider the religion, and we should also consider the say of the other students. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Krisha. Another question from Mika Gadiani. As a leader, how will you handle the circumstances where a teammate is underperforming? Again, how will you handle the circumstances where a teammate is underperforming?
Yes, Chrislyn.
If, from my view, the humble steps I should take to help my teammate is first, ask him or her, how are you? I believe that this can affirm na someone out there really cares for him or her. Then number two, I will ask him or her which part or aspect in the organization is difficult to deal with. And lastly, I will allow him or her to find or explore his or her solutions to these problems. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kristin. Would anyone like to add more to that question? Okay, Cleanne.
In the events in where a teammate is underperforming in a specific group project or a group activity, the first thing I would do, and I would also encourage others to do, is to not to be quick to judge. Because usually, if nag-underperform sila, we would think, ay, dugay na siya nakahuman siyang part kay bugo siya or tapulan siya. We're so quick to assume those kind of things. In reality, wala ta kabalo sa what they are going through, unsa ilang gibati. And like what Chrislyn said, now we have to ask them how they are and what they are struggling with in order to assist them. And as we are running for leaders as well, we are also slaves, but also partners as equals to the students. So we should offer our assistance to them. Thank you.
Wonderful answer, Cleanne.
Okay, so for our last question, do you think that the school's facilities play a crucial role in a learner's ability to grow? Why? Again, do you think that the school's facilities play a crucial role in a learner's ability to grow? Why? Okay, I will repeat the question. Do you think that the school's facilities play a crucial role in a learner's ability to grow? Why or why not? Yes, Althea.
In the current modality right now, we are in an alternative kuan with the college students because of the lack of rooms since we renovate ang the university. And I think the facilities really impact the students' learning capabilities because as a student myself, during alternative classes, we move from one room to another, and that affects our time. Like instead of studying during this period, we use that time to move to another room or to transfer, and sometimes malate because of like the sudden changes in the koan. And I think it's really crucial for the school to address or for the students to help in addressing this. This is really impactful and a disadvantage to the learning of us young students.
Well said. Thank you so much, Althea.
Okay, Miss Yana Du, our panelists, have okay, so let me just say that what Althea is addressing is actually valid, but we should also remember that you cannot say now, because the modality, which is hybrid, will be forever hybrid for senior high and college. Whether there may be enough rooms or not, forever na gina siya na hybrid. It's because technically, if we were to stay before K to 12, you are now in college. Your age is for college na unta. And it's normal for you to change classrooms. It's normal for you to use gadgets even if you are in the regular setting, because even if you are full face to face, you will still use gadgets. So and for the concern na classroom, lacking of classroom, there is a 5-year campus development plan of the university where there will be new buildings, new libraries, new facilities, and those concerns are now being addressed by the university, not just for college but also for basic education unit. Yes.
Thank you for that, Ms. Yan.
In other words, training na to.
And now, we have finally reached the end of our forum. May we call on Mr. Morris Allen B. Doctor, the Student Activities Advisor, for his closing remarks.
Good day, Lasallians. I am very thankful that we have gathered all together today, both on-site and virtual venues for our Miting de Avance 2023. As the Student Coordinating Council Coordinator, I am very overwhelmed to have witnessed brilliant and intelligent students wanting to support and volunteer themselves to work for the welfare of their fellow youth. May this kind of activity be a venue for more value-laden understanding and a room of respect towards our fellow youth. With us, hearing the brilliant ideas and perspective of each young minds opens a door to better understanding of our young students, enabling us to understand and communicate well with our Lasallian youth. This kind of event is a venue that enables everybody to foresee possible change that our community needs and wanted to achieve. With all of this, I would like to thank the organizer, the judiciary team, SSC, panelists, the students, the MC, and the people behind the success of this event. May everyone able to hear and listen to the candidates, and may this Miting de Avance help the young voters to practice their right to suffrage, responsibility, and with understanding. Thank you everyone, and God bless Lasallians.
Thank you very much, Mr. Morris. Now, we are requesting students who are currently watching to take a screenshot of your screens for your attendance.
Thank you for your presence. And remember that leaders others shine. And that concludes our event for today.
We hope that this provides you the assurance you need to believe and trust these inspiring student leaders to serve and be your voice. Once again, I am Sam Serrano.
And I am Kian Trelias.
This has been the Miting de Avance Gubernatorial Forum 2023. Animo La Salle.
gabi, maayong gabi, dilim sa lansangan.